Welcome back, folks, to Secret of Monkey Island Ultimate Edition here on the Heavy Bass channel. Last time, we went around Mealy Island insulting pirates, went through swordplay, got insults. We needed responses back from certain insults. It's the mechanic of one. It's the longest mechanic in the game, and it really sucks. It does. See, I've already got a good amount of insults already, and they've already got a decent amount of responses back. So my task is to get any freaking responses left that I'm missing.
First, you'd better stop.
Honestly, the only downside to this in the remake is that there's an in-game achievement where you have to get every insult. That's about 14.
You make me think somebody already
And I shall repeat this yet again. There are 14 insults and 14 responses to literally get it. And to be honest, it just...
Yes, there are.
Yeah, this is probably one of the longest bits in the game. Is that once you have enough insults and basically you have enough experience, they'll go and say you can fight the Sword Master already. And like you say here, wow, you can have to fight the Sword Master. This is pretty much the game's hint that it is now time to take on the Sword Master. But the Sword Master is not going to be easy to find, per se. No, it never is easy. Once you go around the island insulting pretty much everybody and getting all the insults and all that, you need to find out the location of where the Sword Master is, and she keeps a godly secret. There's, however, one person that benefits from this. And we're probably going to talk to him later on. Right, actually, this is probably going to be talking to this guy after the insult's done, basically.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
Yeah, just wanted to get the right amount of insults. As you can see, we have enough.
My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
So, you got that job as a janitor after all?
So any code of insults that we did not get, but that's probably going to be a disadvantage. I rather have gotten every insult. That's about 14 insults and 14 responses. That would be 100% certain. All you need to do is basically get the best, is basically have, say, 7 or 8 insults and responses. And then basically go ahead and take on the Sword Master.
Oh, I give up. You win.
We have enough experience now, and I believe that we're going to have to do that for now. So, back to the village. Probably may mention that there was a conversation when we talked to the shopkeeper about finding the Sword Master. We're going to need to follow him. It's the only way to find the Sword Master in this game. Indeed. And one of the better responses, too, when it comes to literally that. Oh, by the way, you can't talk to the map guy anymore. Regardless, because he will know exactly who you are, and basically will not do anything else with it. So, I believe the time is also responsive as well. So anyway, we'll talk to the shopkeeper, and he'll want to. I'm looking for the Sword Master of Mealy Island. Or Melee.
The Sword Master of Mealy Island?
I don't know.
I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret.
Yeah, as mentioned as she is,
nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way over there. Once. I'll be right back. And don't touch anything!
It's a bit of a response. Anyway, now we gotta follow him because he will not give you the location. Because when he comes back, we're gonna ignore Festa for now, but yeah, the sheriff's actually in the alleyway, basically trying to intimidate you. You know, because you are the new source of, well, you already know the pirate. If you already know what the game is, Festa is essentially a human disguise for LeChuck. But if you've never played the game before, sorry, I kind of spoiled it, but it's one of the more, you know, not exactly hidden secrets of this game. There's only very few characters in this one. Very few. Anyway, Now, next part, we have to go to the fork here, and we have to follow him precisely where he goes. So, down that path on the left. Over there, we're going to pick up that flower later. To the right. To the right again. We can't pick up the red flowers. We'll pick up the yellow flowers later. To the left. Up. Like so. And then you hide by the tree. The signpost is technically a switch. You can't do anything to trigger that. And when you do that, there's the Swordmaster.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Good plan, Guybrush, good plan.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
Well, we don't need him anymore, but more basically is that now that we found the Swordmaster, the elusive hidden Swordmaster, and you may have noticed she does not like being called an Melee Island attraction. Or rather, she got sick of it. Anyway, this is probably one of my later attempts. This is probably like 2 or 3. You gotta talk to the Swordmaster to challenge him.
How dare you approach the Swordmaster without permission, which I surely didn't give you.
I beg your pardon. I must talk to you.
I doubt that. Everyone who comes here is prepared to fight. Let's be honest. You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders.
She's also very smart.
Being as immoral as they are.
Yep.
Something that Guybrush is gonna regret later on in the
I can
series.
tell by the sarcastic expression on your face that you've been fully trained by Captain Smirk. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
My
So-
wisest enemies run away.
So,
with
the
first
Swordmaster
sight of me.
has her own insults. And the responses you got from that one
You run that fast?
are important to essentially do that. Remember the
My
tone
name
of
is
that.
feared in every
If
dirty
if
corner
Guybrush
of
is
this
confident, he basically can win the response. If he's not so confident, then you lose the
Too bad no one's ever heard of
then you
you
lose
at
the
all.
response. So as you see here, Guybrush wins the duel. But here's
If
the
your
thing:
brother's like you, better to marry a pig.
the Swordmaster goes on for about 5 rounds, so
You make
it's
me
a
think somebody
longer
already
sword
did.
fight. But the fight with the pirates got you used to this
Tongue is
occasion.
sharper
So,
than any sword.
which says that move up to here,
First,
and
you
you
better
gotta
stop
stop waving
waving
like
like
a
a
feather
feather
duster.
duster.
There you go. That is free. 2 more, and I believe we
I
got it.
usually see people like you
Passed
passed
out on
out
tavern floors. So that response basically goes straight down to
I'm glad to hear you attended your
That-
family
this one.
reunion.
that's 4-1. We are doing pretty
My
well.
last fight ended with my hands covered with blood.
And now, pick this response
I
to
hope
win
now
the
you better
duel.
Stop picking your nose.
I give up.
There you go.
Win.
Task 1 complete.
I
The
hope
Swordmaster
you're happy.
has been
You can
defeated.
Go back and brag to all your friends about how you beat the Swordmaster.
And she's not
You
very
need
happy
proof.
about it.
Here,
So,
this should convince them.
she gives you a t-shirt.
It says, I beat the Swordmaster.
Essentially, there's a subtle hint that this place is technically a tourist attraction. It's kind of like what I mentioned about during the RTK playthrough. About the original, the first 2 Monkey Island games being a sort of a, sort of like a very weird theme park cross. Anyway, the Swordmaster now has her own location, and we can go now this is technically optional. Although, to be honest, it's kind of pointless. You can tell the pirate leaders that you defeated the Swordmaster. It is very pointless, because, quite frankly, you could technically individually do it. But then the game kicks off after you complete 2 of the tasks, and the third one, if it isn't a boy who wants to be a pirate. How do you fare on your quests? I'm the deadliest scallywag to ever wield a sword.
Well, defeated the Swordmaster, did you? Aye, you're a strong fella. You may keep the stylish t-shirt.
Unfortunately, we're stuck with the t-shirt.
I'll just be running along now.
So, that's our first task done. The second task is not so much. Anyway, task 2 is going to be treasure hunting, because once we got the longest bit out of the way, as it were. Anyway, see you next time. Bye for now.